Have you already done everything for others, and now feel that when you need help the most, no one has time for you? It's as if, after a certain age, you become invisible even to your own family. But what if I told you that the happiest people over 60 are exactly those who stopped expecting from their family, and started thinking differently? It might sound harsh to say, but after 60, trusting only in family can keep you from living joyfully and freely. And no, this isn't about cutting ties, it's about freeing yourself from the expectations that hold you back. Because what nobody talks about is that many seniors feel lonelier inside their own home than they do sitting on a park bench. And the worst part? They think the problem is themselves. The truth is different. You don't have to wait to be remembered, invited, or praised by a family member to feel alive. The real secret to aging with lightness and dignity lies in knowing where to place your trust. And, as strange as it sounds, it almost never lies in children or grandchildren. It's in 3 silent, yet powerful, choices that can transform your days, your mental health, and even your will to get out of bed. This video might change the way you live your days, and above all, how you feel inside. So subscribe now to stay updated on all our content, leave your like, and tell me which city you're from. Your participation matters to us and inspires us to bring more content like this. Now, you will discover what these 3 anchors of joy are and how to apply them without depending on anyone. The best part? You can start one of them today. Number 1. Trust your routine, not others. A well-built routine is one of the greatest shields against emotional insecurity in old age. Having defined schedules, consistent habits, and small daily goals might seem simple, but it's one of the clearest signs of emotional independence. This doesn't mean rigidity, but consistency. It is the silent structure that keeps your life moving, even when no one is watching. When you create a routine, you send a message to your brain that there is direction, purpose, and order. This activates regions linked to memory, focus, and the feeling of security. The brain, especially after 60, responds very well to this predictability, as if saying, "I know what to expect, so I can relax and function better." It's like walking on a familiar path. Even alone, you feel guided. Take the example of Frank, a 74-year-old retiree from Kansas City. Every day, he walks in the same park at 8 a.m., waters his plants at 10, eats lunch at noon, and does crossword puzzles in the afternoon. It might seem ordinary, but Frank rarely feels lost or unmotivated. "I don't expect anyone to cheer me up," he says. "My routine takes care of that for me." The truth is, when you depend on the structure you built yourself, no one can take it away from you. And it doesn't have to be rigid or boring. It can involve things you love, a cup of tea at the same time every day, listening to music while tidying up the house, reading 10 pages a day. Each small decision like this strengthens your sense of control. And guess what? People with this emotional discipline live longer and suffer less from anxiety or depression. Now, you might be wondering, but what about when the body doesn't respond like before? What else can I rely on? Number 2, trust friends more, not relatives. Many seniors believe they can only count on their children, grandchildren, or close relatives. But the reality, often silent, is that family affection doesn't always keep pace with your emotional needs. And that's okay. The good news is that the strongest bonds in old age usually come from people you choose, not the ones life imposed on you. Late friendships, neighbor groups, activity buddies, these ties hold immense power. When you connect with someone by affinity and presence, not just family obligation, your brain activates reward, trust, and belonging circuits. Harvard Medical School studies show that voluntary friendships, especially in older age, have a direct impact on cardiovascular health, immunity, and even memory. These bonds warm your heart without demanding anything in return. They come purer, lighter, more real. Take the case of Lorraine, 69, from Tucson, Arizona. After her children moved to other states and phone calls became scarce, she decided to join a local book club. There, she met Marge, 72, with whom she now shares afternoons of conversation, walks, and mutual support. Marge is not family, Lorraine says, but she really listens to me. And that's worth more than any forced Sunday lunch with my distracted grandchildren. Choosing bonds outside of blood is not rejecting your family, it's allowing yourself to expand. It's like planting new gardens when the old ones no longer bloom. And every new friendship formed after 60 is a reminder that your story is still being written. And speaking of writing new stories, there is a third kind of trust that completely transforms the way you live your days. Number 3, trust your ability to reinvent yourself, not others' expectations. After 60, many people feel as if the world has already defined their role: the silent grandparent, the lady waiting for visits, the figure living in the past. But what few say is that this phase can actually be the beginning of a new version of yourself. Trusting your ability to reinvent yourself, to learn something new, change your mind, try a new path, is one of the deepest signs of emotional vitality. This kind of trust doesn't come from others' approval, but from within. It's when you tell yourself, "I still can." It may seem small, but every time you challenge the idea that you're too old, your brain activates areas linked to neuroplasticity, the same ability we use to learn a language, create new social connections, and change habits. And no matter how old you are, this power is still there, waiting to be used. Think of Walter, 78, from Raleigh, North Carolina. Widowed, with busy children and few old contacts nearby, he decided on something bold. He enrolled in a painting course. Today, he spends hours creating paintings in his basement. "I'm no Picasso," he laughs, "but I've never felt more alive." This decision, which might seem simple, gave Walter a new center. It wasn't his family that gave him this new meaning, it was the courage to try something new. And here lies the secret: reinventing yourself doesn't mean changing everything, but recovering parts of yourself that were asleep. A forgotten passion, an abandoned hobby, an idea that never left the paper. When you trust that you're still capable of creating something, you free yourself from needing constant validation. And maybe it's exactly this silent freedom that opens the path to a new way of aging, more dignified, lighter, and who knows, even more surprising. If you've watched this far and are enjoying this information, please comment your name and city below. And if you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, I ask you to subscribe, leave your like, and activate the notification bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support helps us continue creating great content to inspire you. Aging well isn't about relying on luck or waiting for others to do things for you. It's about looking inward and realizing that even when the world slows down around you, you still carry a strength that hasn't been lost. True freedom is born when you understand you no longer need to prove anything to anyone. You've already lived, taught, and overcome. Now it's time to live for yourself, with lightness, dignity, and peace. Every choice you make today, no matter how small it seems, is shaping the next years of your life. And if you decide to trust yourself, your routine, the friendships you've chosen, and the new paths you can still take, everything changes. Loneliness turns into fertile silence. Waiting becomes freedom. And emotional dependence dissolves into the joy of knowing you are enough. Yes, you are. Even if you've been conditioned to believe you always need others to be happy, life now offers you a rare chance to be the protagonist of your own story. And that is a privilege. Aging consciously is an act of silent power. It's when you stop begging for attention and start cultivating presence, your own presence, every day. Think carefully. Every small victory you've achieved, even without recognition, is proof that you remain strong. Your life, your time, your body, all of this still speaks to you. And when you listen with care, something inside lights up. It's not too late. It's not too little. It's not the end. It can actually be the freest beginning of your entire life. And that is rare, but possible. So, if today you felt that any of these ideas touched your heart, celebrate. Because that means you are still in the game. And more than that, you're ready to play by your own rules, with more truth, more courage, and more joy. Now, take a deep breath. The best is yet to come. If this message spoke to you, leave in the comments the number of the attitude that moved you the most. Was it the routine? The chosen friendships? Or the courage to reinvent yourself? Your comment might inspire someone else who, like you, is seeking to live with more freedom and meaning. Share this video with a dear friend. Sometimes a simple conversation can change the course of an entire day, or even a whole life. And don't forget, you're not alone on this journey. Subscribe to the channel and activate the bell to receive more videos like this. Here, we speak with respect, clarity, and truth about what really matters in life after 60. And if you've made it this far, you've already proven you're looking to grow, evolve, and take care of yourself. That alone puts you among the few who have decided to live this phase consciously. So comment here, what will you start doing for yourself from today? Your story continues. And it deserves to be written with purpose.